Hello friends, myself Mitesh Chudasma and today we are going to discuss topic on surveying. Now what is surveying and leveling? Surveying, it is art of determining the relative positions of different objects on the surface of the earth by measuring the horizontal distance between them and by preparing map to any suitable scale. Thus in this process the measurement are taken ओनली इन द हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन. तो सर्वेइंग है उसमें जो भी हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन है वो डिस्टेंस मेज़र किया जाता है विच जो भी अर्थ सरफेस में हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन जो भी सरफेस है उसको मेज़र करने के लिए सर्वेइंग का यूज़ किया जाता है. देन लेवलिंग, इट इज़ द आर्ट ऑफ डिटरमाइनिंग द रिलेटिव पोजिशंस ऑफ वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस ऑफ डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ. Hence, in the leveling, the measurements are taken only in the vertical plane. Now, what are the objectives of the surveying? Primary objective is the preparation of plain estates or building roads, railway, pipelines, canals, etc. Then, object of geodetic surveying is to determine precise position on the surface of the earth of widely distant points. Now, types of surveying. Plane surveying and geodetic surveying. The plane surveying shapes, as we know that the earth is spherical in shape and thus the surface is obviously curved, but in the plane surveying the curvature of the earth is not taken into account. This is because of plane surveying is carried out over a small area. So as the surface of the earth is considered as a plane, is the degree of accuracy is required in the type of surveying is completely low. Plane surveying is done on area or less than 250 किलोमीटर. तो प्लेन सर्विंग है उसमें अर्थ कर्वेचर है वो कंसिडर नहीं किया जाता है और प्लेन सर्विंग जनरली इट इज़ यूज फॉर द स्मॉल एरिया. नाउ जियोडेटिक सर्वेइंग. Geodetic surveying is the curvature of earth is taken into consideration and it is generally used for the more than 250 kilometer square area. The line joining any two points are considered as a curved line. Very refined methods and instruments are used in this type of surveying. In this type very high precision or accuracy is required. Now secondary classification based on instrument. First one is chain surveying. In chain surveying, different type of chains, for example metallic chains, steel chains are used for this chain survey. In compass survey, compass box is used, and then in plane table survey, then theodolite survey, then tachometric survey and photographic survey. Now classification based on method. First is triangulation survey and traverse survey. Now based on objects, geological survey, mine survey, archaeological survey, military survey. Then fourth one is based on nature of the field, land survey, marine survey and astronomical survey. Now again land survey is classified into following classes. First one is topographical survey, then cadastral survey, then city survey and engineering survey. Topographical survey is used for the determining of the natural features of the country such as valley, rivers, artificial features such as road, railways. Then cadastral survey is used to determine for the boundaries of the field and estate. City survey for the streets, water supply and drainage system. Now engineering survey is it is used to collect the detail or data for the projects, roads, railways and etc. Engineering surveys are subdivided into reconnaissance survey, then preliminary survey and location survey. Now what are the equipments are they used in surveying? First one is chain. The chain, it is composed of 100 or 150 species of galvanized mill steel wire having a 4 mm width in diameter called as links. The end of each link are bent into loop and connected together by means of 3 oval rings. The ends of chains are provided with brass handles for dragging the chain on the ground. The length of link is distance between the centers of the 2 consecutive middle rings. The end links includes the handles. तो जो भी चेन्स है, चेन्स में जो चेन्स के एंड है उसके लिए उसमें एक हैंड हम ठीक तरह से पकड़ सके उस हिसाब से उसमें हैंडल ज्वाइन किया जाता है. The metallic tags or indicators are fixed at various distances of the chain to facilitate creek reading. Here, metallic tags are also used to indicate as indicators. This photograph shows the chains. This one is handles and this one is tags, which is used as indicator. Then metallic surveying chain. These chains are made in lengths of 20 and 30 meters. To enable the reading of facetious of a chain, tallies are fixed at every 5 meter length and small brass rings are provided at every meter length. Here tags are used for the every meter to determine the length of the chain. To facilitate holding of the arrows in position with the handle, a groove is cut out at the surface of the handle. The handle joints are flexible. Then next one is steel band chain. Steel band chain, it consists of ribbons of steel with a brass handle at each end. It is a 20 or 30 feet long and 16 mm wide. It is wound on an open steel cross or on the metal reel in a closed case. The graduations are attached as meters, decimeters, centimeters on the sides, and 0.2 meter links on the other brass tallies are fixed at every 5 meter length of the band in this steel chain. Now next one is gunter chains. It is 66 feet long and divided into 100 links. Each link is 0.66 feet long. It is very convenient for measuring distance in miles and furlongs. Also, it is also used for the measurement of the unit area in acre. Then next one is revenue chain. It is commonly used for the measuring fields and cadastral survey, and having a size of 33 feet long and divided into 16 link, and each link is size having 2 feet long. Then next one is engineer's chain. It is 100 feet long and it is divided into 100 links. Each link is 1 feet in length and this one is used in all engineers survey. Then next one is arrows. They are also called as marking or chain pins and are used to mark the end of the chain during the process of chaining. They are made of good quality of hardened and tempered steel wire of 4 mm in diameter. These arrows are made 400 mm in length. They are pointed at the one end of and inserting into the ground. तो जो ये एरोस है उसमें एक वन पॉइंट है वो एकदम शार्प होता है जिससे हम इजीली ग्राउंड में रख सके. Then next one is tapes. There are different types of tapes. First one is cloth or linen tapes. Generally it is used for taking subsidiary measurements such as offset. It is very light and handy, but there is a disadvantage of it. There is a problem of damp in this measurement. If we wet, it shrinks and it stretches easily and likely to twist. Then next one is metric woven or metallic tape. They are available in 2, 10, 30 and 50 meters, and this tape is made of iron and metal wire, in which metal it is attached to the outer end of the tapes. The tapes are also include metallic ring at every centimeter. A black line 8 to 10 mm in height is drawn in this tape, and at every 5 centimeter is marked with an arrow in black. Every decimeter and meter is marked with black line extending over the full width of the tape. Then next one is metric steel tape. It is available in 1, 2, 10, 30 and 50 meters. The tape is made up of stainless steel and their outer end is provided with ring. And the length of the tape includes the metallic ring is shown here. And the tape is marked with line at every 5 millimeters, centimeters and decimeters. Every decimeter and meter shall be marked with Hindu Arabic numerals in bold. When the button release device is pressed, the tape is automatically rewind into the case. तो इसमें ये बटन है, इस हिसाब से हम ये टैप है उसे बाहर निकाल सकते हैं और अंदर भी डाल सकते हैं. Then next one is inval tape and synthetic tape. Inval tape is generally used for the high precision works. It is made of alloy steel and 36% nickel. It is 6 mm wide and may be obtained in the form of 30 meter and 100 meter length. It is calibrated through its length but has the terminal lines. Each terminal division has 10 1 mm division and it is very expensive, so in list surveying it is used. Now next one is synthetic tape. These tapes are manufactured from the glass fiber having PVC coating. They are graduated at every 10 mm and figured every 100 mm. Meters figures are shown as shown here. It is red in color. They are convenient for measuring for short length. Generally this tape is used for the measuring of short distance. Then instruments are used for the marking station. तो हम जब भी कोई सर्वे कर रहे होते तो उसमें एज मार्किंग पर्पस दिस आर द इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आर यूज फॉर द मार्किंग. फर्स्ट वन इज वुडन पेग्स. वुडन इट इज यूज फॉर द मार्किंग पोजिशंस. दे आर मेड ऑफ हार्ड टिम्बर एंड टेपर्ड एट वन एंड. तो जो भी ये वुडन पेग्स है उसका एक पार्ट है वो टेपरिंग होता है. They are usually 2.5 centimeter square and 15 centimeter long, but soft in ground. जो ग्राउंड के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं जो वो पार्ट है 40 to 60 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग होता है और 4 to 5 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर होता है. They should be driven in the ground with about 4 centimeter length and projecting above the ground. तो ये जो वुडन पैक्स है वो ग्राउंड में एज अ इंडिकेटर यूज़ होता है. देन रेंजिंग रोड्स इट इज़ ऑल्सो यूज फॉर द मेकिंग पोजिशंस ऑफ द स्टेशन. तो जो भी हम सर्वेइंग करते हैं उसमें अलग अलग टाइप के स्टेशन है. मेन स्टेशन है, सब्सिडरी स्टेशन है, दिस आर द स्टेशन. तो उसको इंडिकेट करने के लिए हमें ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट के यूज़ करना पड़ता है. दे आर द made though ranging rods are the made of seasoned timber of teak, blue pine and deodar. They are the circular or octangular in cross section of 3 centimeter diameter and lower so is the 15 centimeter long. They are made in two sizes as shown here as 2 meters and 3 meters and are divided into equal parts, each part having a 0.2 meter long. They are painted alternatively black or white or red in color. Nowadays instead of timber, milled steel hollow pipes are used. Is shown here ranging rods having a alternate red or white color combination and it is a hollow in nature. Then next one is ranging poles and offsets. As shown here, ranging poles having a white and red color combination and 4 mm to 6 mm size, and generally it is used for the long lines measurement. Then next one is offset. It is similar to ranging road and having a size of 3 meter long and divided into 0.2 meter length. Top is and provided with open ring for a pulling or pushing the chain through a hedge. It has short narrow vertical slots. It is used for aligning short offsets. Then next one is lathes, then wires and plumb bombs. Generally, lathes is used for the uneven ground where the ranging rods are not suitable. As shown here, it is white in color, in which white color is used to make it visible, and generally having a size 0.1 meter long. Then wires, it is ranging when the area in which the ranging rods are not available, where we can use the wires for the marking purpose. These are thin strips of bamboo and 40 centimeter to 1 meter in length. One end is sharp and the other end is split for inserting pieces of white papers. तो जहाँ भी हमें रेंजिंग रोड अवेलेबल नहीं है तो वहाँ हम वाइट सिक का यूज़ करते हैं. वाइट सिक नथिंग बट इन विच वाइट पेपर्स आर यूज, एंड यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं उस हिसाब से इसमें वाइट पेपर है वहीं इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं, ताकि हम जो कहाँ भी हम ये पोल है वो इंसर्ट करें वो हम इजीली ऑब्जर्व कर सकें. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज प्लम बॉम्ब. इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड फॉर मेजरिंग डिस्टेंस अलोंग द स्लोप्स in order to transfer the points to the ground. It is used for the testing the vertically of the ranging poles. Now uses of surveying. तो surveying के use क्या है? First one is to prepare topographical map. This shows the hills, valley, rivers, villages, towns, etc. of the country. Then to prepare a cadastral map showing the boundaries of the fields, house and other properties. Then third one is to prepare engineering maps including roads, railways, then canals. To prepare the military maps showing the roads, railways, communication with different parts of the country. Then to prepare contour map and to determine the capacity of the reservoirs and find the best possible routes for the roads and railways. It is also used for the prepare archaeological map including the places where ancient realities exist. Last one is to prepare the geological map showing areas including underground resources. Now chain survey. तो chain survey कैसे किया जाता है? Chain survey is a method in this measurements are taken in the field and the rest work can be done at the office. तो चेन सर्वेइंग में पहले डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ चेन से यूज़ होता है, जिसमें अलग अलग टाइप के चेन का यूज़ करके हमें जो भी मेज़रमेंट करना है वो कर सकते हैं, और बाकी जो वर्क है वो हम ऑफिस में कर सकते हैं. इट इज़ मोर सूटेबल फॉर द स्मॉल प्लेन. इट इज़ हियर हमें ये केयर रखनी है कि हमें एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट मिले, उस हिसाब से हमें ये चेन सर्वे करना है. तो उसमें अलग अलग टाइप के चेन, देन रेंजिंग रोड, एरोस और क्रॉस टाइप का यूज़ करना पड़ता है. नाउ स्टेशंस, एज वी हैव डिस्कस इन फर्स्ट स्लाइड, डिफरेंट स्टेशंस आर यूज फॉर द मेजरमेंट इन चेन सर्वे. तो चेन सर्वे में मेन स्टेशंस है और सब्सिडियरी स्टेशन है. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ हम ये बिल्डिंग का हम सर्वेइंग करना चाहते हैं, तो उसमें जहाँ से हम स्टार्ट करते हैं वो पॉइंट है मेन स्टेशन, और जो ये मेन स्टेशन है उसको जो मेन स्टेशन है वो पॉइंट को जो उसकी जो लाइन है उसे बोलते हैं मेन सर्वे लाइन, और उसके बीच जो स्टेशन है उसको बोलते हैं टाई स्टेशन. टाई स्टेशन है उसमें जो ये पॉइंट है उसको वो जोड़ता हुआ है उसे बोलते हैं टाई स्टेशन. एंड जो ये टाई स्टेशन है उसकी जो ये लाइन है जो हम यहाँ ये बिल्डिंग का हम सर्वेइंग करना चाहते हो, वो दो पॉइंट है ये ए एंड बी, उसको जोड़ते हैं उसे बोलते हैं टाई लाइन. तो main stations and subterranean station. Main stations are end points of the lines. These are the end points of the lines. This is called as main station, which command the boundary of the survey. तो ये सर्वे की जो भी बाउंड्री है वो ये बताता है कि ये मेन स्टेशन है. एंड द लाइन्स ज्वाइनिंग इन द मेन स्टेशंस आर कॉल्ड मेन सर्वे लाइन. तो ये जो मेन स्टेशन की जो लाइन है उसे जो जोड़ता है उसे बोलते हैं मेन सर्वे लाइन. देन सब्सिडरी स्टेशंस और टाई स्टेशन. These are the points selected on the main survey lines where it is necessary to locate the interior detail such as fencing, haze and building. तो ये जो मेन स्टेशन में मेन सर्वे लाइन है उसमें जो ये हमें ये बिल्डिंग या फिर फेंस और हेजिस उसको लोकेट करने के लिए हम जो पॉइंट्स यूज़ करते हैं उसे बोलते हैं टाई स्टेशन. नाउ बेस लाइन्स एंड चेक लाइन्स. बेस लाइन इज as shown here. Baseline is the longest line approximately through the center of the field. तो जो बेसलाइन है वो हमारा ये जो पूरा बस सर्वेइंग मैप है उसमें यहाँ से जो एकदम सेंटर में से जो पास होता है विच वन इज़ लॉन्गेस्ट इन साइज तो उसे बेसलाइन बोलते हैं. देन चेक लाइन. इट इज़ ऑल्सो टर्म्ड एज अ प्रूफ लाइन. It is a lining joining to the apex of the triangle to some fixed points on any two sides of the triangle. तो ये जो ट्राइंगल है ट्राइंगल में जो ये पॉइंट है उसे ये जोड़ता है उसमें से ये जो लाइन है उसे बोलते हैं चेक लाइन. तो ये हो गया आपका चेक लाइन. द चेक लाइन इज मेजर्ड टू चेक द एक्यूरेसी ऑफ द फ्रेमवर्क. इट इज़ यूज फॉर द accuracy purpose. The length of the check line is measured on the ground and should agree with the length of the plan. तो ये जो हम चेक लाइन वो करते हैं चेक लाइन वो यहाँ से पूरा का पूरा जो ग्राउंड है उस हिसाब से यहाँ चेक लाइन आ जाता है. देन ऑफसेट्स. देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ ऑफसेट्स. परपेंडिकुलर ऑफसेट्स एंड ऑब्लिक्यूट ऑफसेट्स. Then perpendicular offsets are taken at a right angle to survey line. It is called perpendicular or right angle offset. Then oblique offsets are not made at right angles to survey line are called as oblique offsets or tie line offsets. Now procedures for the chain survey. First one is reconnaissance. The primary inspection of the area is to be surveyed is called as reconnaissance. The surveyor inspects the area to be survey or prepare index, sketch और की प्लान. तो फर्स्ट है वो पॉइंट है सर्वे. तो जो भी सर्वेयर है वो पहले प्लान करता है और उसका स्केच बनाता है. तो वो फर्स्ट स्टेप है. देन मार्किंग अ स्टेशन. अ सर्वेयर फिक्स अप द रिक्वायर्ड number of stations at different places from where the maximum possible stations are available. Then third step is the select the way of passing the main line, which should be horizontal and clean as possible and should pass approximately through the center of the work. As shown here, जो भी यहाँ हम लाइन कर रहे हैं बेस लाइन, तो वो एकदम क्लीन होना चाहिए और पूरा का पूरा एरिया है वो कवर कर लेना चाहिए. देन थर्ड वन इज़ द रेंजिंग रोड्स आर फिक्स ऑन द स्टेशन. तो आफ्टर मेकिंग स्केच और कहाँ एरिया हम सर्वे करना चाहते हैं वो एरिया है उसमें रेंजिंग रोड हिसाब से पूरा एरिया कवर होना चाहिए और उस हिसाब से हमें उसकी क्या रेंज है वो डिसाइड करके मैप ड्रॉ करना पड़ता है. देन फिफ्थ वन इज़ आफ्टर फिक्सिंग द स्टेशन चेनिंग कुड बी स्टार्टेड. तो फिक्सिंग स्टेशन फिक्सेशन करने के बाद विथ द हेल्प ऑफ चेन वी कैन मेजर द स्टेशन. मेक रेंजिंग वेर एवर नेसेसरी. देन मेजर द चेंज ऑफ द ऑफसेट एंड लास्ट वन इज़ द एंटर इन द फील्ड बुक. तो जो भी हमने ड्रॉ किया उसे फील्ड बुक है उसमें ड्रॉ करना है. देन क्रॉस शाफ्ट सर्वे. This type of survey is undertaken to locate the boundaries of the field or the plot and determine of the area. Now principles. Principle is to divide the given area into number of right angles, triangles and trapezoids, and to calculate the plot areas of the triangles and trapezoids. Here different instruments are used. For example, two chains, arrows, steps, ranging rods, cross straps and drawing materials. Now procedures. Two chains are used provided, one for measuring distance along the chain line and other measuring for the offsets. The cross types is used to set out the perpendicular directions for offsets. In this survey, the baseline runs through the center of the area is shown in last slide, so that the offsets are left or right the side of the baseline are fairly equal. To check the length of the boundary lines may also be measured after the field work is over. The survey is plotted to a suitable scale. As shown in procedure, यहाँ जो ये है हमारा मेन स्टेशन, ये स्टेशन ए और स्टेशन बी, तो ये जो पूरा एरिया है वो ट्रायंगुलर होगा और ये ट्रेपोजॉइड. नाउ एरिया ऑफ राइट एंगल triangle, which is measured by 1/2 base and height. One half base and this one is measured as the height. Then area of the trapezoid is equal to sum of parallel side divided by 2 into height. तो इस हिसाब से पूरा जो ये हो गया फिर से ट्रेपोजॉइड. तो ये ट्रेपोजॉइड ये सब कैलकुलेशन करके हम ये जो पूरा एरिया है वो कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हैं. तो फील्ड एरिया का कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए ये क्रॉस टाइप सर्वे मेथड है वो हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू.